Filet mignon is one of the most expensive cuts of meat, so let's learn how to cook it properly. What will really help you cook these steaks well is a cast iron pan, because cast iron gets hot and stays hot even after you put the steaks into the pan. That gives you great browning and a really nice crunchy exterior. I'm not going to season them at this point because salt draws moisture out and I don't want any moisture in this pan. So the pan is hot, and I'm going to show you how you can tell how hot. As soon as I put some oil into the pan, it beads up instantly and moves really fluidly in the pan. So once that's hot and just before it starts to smoke, I'm going to put my steaks into that pan. Now you always put presentation side down first. So whatever side you think you're going to be displaying to your guests, you put that face down first. I'm going to go ahead and put my filet mignon into the pan, and I want to hear that sizzle right away. Now once it's in there, take a step back. It needs time to sear with that pan and make that nice crust on the bottom. This is going to take about 4 to 5 minutes on this one side. When your filet mignon is about an inch thick, it's going to be about 10 minutes total cooking time if you want to get to medium rare. Then it's about 2 minutes in either direction if you want it rare or medium well or well done. It's been about 4 minutes on the first side. Let's turn it and see how it looks. Oh, beautiful. And we're going to let that sit for another 4 to 5 minutes in the pan, but now's the time to season it with the salt and pepper. You have the option of finishing the steak in the oven if you want to. If you want to go that route, you will have to have had preheated your oven to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and your pan has to be oven safe. And for a medium rare, you're going to leave it in there for about 6 to 8 minutes. The big question is, how can you tell when your steak is cooked to your liking? It's not good to puncture the steak with a meat thermometer because then you lose the juices from the steak. So here's a quick tip for you. Press on the meat and then compare it to how your hand feels. Press on the heel of your hand when it's completely relaxed. That should feel like rare. If you were to pretend to hold a feather between your first finger and your thumb, that feels more like medium rare. Move to your third finger, that feels more like medium. Your fourth finger, medium well. Your fifth finger, of course, will feel like well done steak. So the other visual clue is that if you start to see red juices appearing on the top of your steak, it means your steak is going from being under medium to over medium. So if you like your steak done medium, you better get it out of the pan now. Now, as with all meats, this steak needs to rest. If you let that meat relax for just 5 minutes, when you slice into it, the juices will stay with the steak instead of spreading out all over your cutting board. Here's our steak. I'm going to slice it on the bias, which means at a diagonal. So slice it all the way through on a bias and then plate it up. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of the basics, click over here. If you'd like to learn about our cast iron skillet, click over here. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for more basics, put them in the comments section below.